The science which mended the shattered faces of our war wounded turns to the gentler task of restoring tranquility to the face and mind of womanhood.
Remember those childhood surprises that made us wide-eyed? Well, I found an amazing book on plastic surgery in my basement, revealing some jaw-dropping transformations of Hollywood stars. Here are the shocking truths behind your favorite celebrities' secrets.
The same girl, but what a weight off her mind.
Elizabeth Taylor's subtle nose enhancement. Elizabeth Taylor, what a timeless beauty she was. But did you know that even she opted for a minor nose job back in her late teens? Yep, that's right. Plastic surgery has been around in Hollywood for quite some time, but back in the 1940s and 50s, things were a bit different. Stars like Elizabeth Taylor were seeking subtle improvements without any drastic changes to their appearance. After all, they didn't want headlines screaming about their man-made good looks. So even though Elizabeth had a stunning face, she felt that her nose was just a tad out of balance for her delicate features. And you know what? Her decision turned out to be pure perfection. Her skilled plastic surgeon narrowed the bridge of her nose, and the results were so natural that you couldn't even tell she had had surgery. It's like a masterwork, blending seamlessly with her features. Elizabeth's nose looked more delicate, and her overall harmony was off the charts. Gosh, can you imagine the level of skill her surgeon must have had? Working on an already near-perfect nose and making it even better without leaving any telltale signs. That's just jaw-dropping. It's no wonder Elizabeth Taylor remains an icon of beauty to this day. But hey, speaking of icons, let's move on to another Hollywood legend who also decided to enhance her features in the 1950s. Care to guess who it is? Keep watching to find out.
This time, I'm gonna finish. That night in the hotel room, Skipper and
I don't want to hear about it.
Carmen Miranda's stunning nose transformation. Carmen Miranda. Known for her vivacious stage presence and flamboyant style, Carmen was a true diva of her time. However, even the most confident stars sometimes have insecurities, and Carmen's focus was on her wide and flat nose. Despite her successful career on stage and in a few movies, Carmen felt bothered by the lack of definition in her nose, especially when it came to Technicolor movies. The new color film technology highlighted her nose's flatness, making it difficult to conceal with makeup. So Carmen made the decision to refine and sculpt her nose, but she waited until later in her career to do so. Now here's the fascinating part. Carmen's plastic surgery results were nothing short of exquisite. Unlike today's trend of dramatic transformations, Carmen's surgery was all about subtlety. Her skilled surgeon understood the art of enhancement without completely changing her face. The focus of the surgery was to maintain the proportions of Carmen's face while creating a more elegant and refined appearance for her nose. The result? A nose that still perfectly fit her face and size, but with a narrower and more graceful shape. And the impact was remarkable. Carmen's once shapeless face seemed to gain form and balance. As they say, the nose is the centerpiece of the face, and Carmen's refined nose truly influenced the overall harmony of her facial features. Her smile and twinkling eyes now seemed even more dramatic, and she exuded a newfound level of beauty and confidence.
Quanto le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta.
Rita Hayworth's electrifying hairline makeover. Did you know that even some of the most iconic stars had imperfections? Rita Hayworth, the epitome of glamour, faced a unique beauty concern: her low hairline. When Rita first appeared in Hollywood, her beauty and grace were undeniable, but her hairline seemed to take away from her overall look. In photos, you could see that her forehead was often covered too much, lacking a distinct shape. But you know what they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Rita Hayworth was determined to address this concern, and she found the perfect solution: electrolysis treatments. She embarked on a journey that lasted over a year, and the results were nothing short of dramatic and excellent. After a series of treatments, Rita's hairline underwent a jaw-dropping transformation. I kid you not, I've never seen a more beautiful and sculpted hairline in my life. What was once considered her worst feature became one of her absolute best features. You might be wondering, did the treatment come with complications? Rita's skilled professionals ensured that there were no burns on her skin and that the hair that was removed never grew back. She was left with an ideal, perfect hairline, which accentuated the beauty of her hair and face.
Directions are short and sweet.
I know you beat your feet until your feet is beat.
Marilyn Monroe's remarkable beauty transformation. Before she achieved stardom and fame, Marilyn was a woman who knew exactly what she wanted and how to get it. She was well aware of her assets and flaws, and she had her sights on becoming a glamorous movie star. One aspect that Marilyn focused on was her profile. She compared herself to other stunning starlets of her time and realized that her nose had a slight hook at the tip, and her chin was slightly oversized. She knew that these features could influence how audiences perceived her beauty, and she was determined to make a change. Before achieving fame, Marilyn underwent extensive plastic surgery on her face, and the results were nothing short of remarkable. In the before photo, you can see that her nose turned downward and sometimes appeared flat in pictures. Her protruding chin gave her a witchy profile. But oh boy, what a transformation! The skilled surgeon she chose accentuated her best features and made slight alterations to those she wasn't entirely happy with. The result? Perfection. Her nose was now in perfect balance with her cheeks and chin, giving her an elegant and feminine, classic look that she didn't have before. Before surgery, Marilyn looked simply cute, but after her transformation, she became absolutely stunning. Her image, acting style, and the parts she played were all based around her looks, and her undeniably perfect face played a significant role in her success. What's truly remarkable is that her plastic surgery was done with such finesse that it didn't give off any phony or sharp edges, which were common distractions in those days. Her jaw and chin were reshaped to create a more refined and sophisticated appearance.
No, don't say another word.
Dean Martin's dashing nose transformation. Dean Martin, the king of cool himself. Now, even heartthrobs like Dean took steps to make sure they looked their absolute best, especially when it came to facing those unforgiving cameras. And one feature that Dean wanted to balance out was his slightly nosy situation. You see, Dean Martin had an oversized nose that often stole attention away from his other fantastic features. But he was determined to put his best foot forward, so he turned to a skilled surgeon to work some magic on his nose. The surgeon knew exactly what to do, and the focus of the surgery was on narrowing the bridge of Dean's nose. The result? A smaller, more refined version of his original nose, with absolutely no telltale signs of surgery. What's fascinating is that modern surgeons should definitely take note of this masterful work. Dean's nose job was a prime example of how plastic surgery on a man should be done. It wasn't feminized in any way, and it certainly didn't leave him with that pinched look we tend to associate with cosmetic procedures. As Dean aged, his natural-looking nose aged gracefully with the rest of his features. So much so that when fans looked at early photos of him, they couldn't automatically spot the difference. They assumed that aging made Dean even more handsome, or that better camera angles improved his appearance. But only those in the fields of plastic surgery, dermatology, and aesthetics knew the truth. Dean Martin had a genius surgeon who understood that his slightly overpowering nose, particularly in the bridge area, needed some tweaking to make him the handsome man by Hollywood standards that he truly was. The ultimate goal of plastic surgery is to enhance one's natural beauty without making any feature the main attraction. And that's exactly what Dean's surgery achieved. A handsome and balanced face where his nose perfectly complemented his other features.
I got it. All right.
Thanks for joining us on this fascinating journey into the past. I hope you enjoyed discovering the secrets of these Hollywood stars. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more exciting content. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you next time.